everyone, and welcome back to Age Perfect Beauty. Now, colorful eyeshadows are not only fun to wear, but they can also give an instant lift to a hooded eye if they're applied properly. In today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to apply a colorful eye, and we're going to be focusing on placement of the eyeshadow color so that no matter how hooded your eyes are, you're going to be able to pull off this beautiful eyeshadow look as well. I really like to take looks that younger women wear and then translate them into something that's wearable for women who are of our age. It's something that we can wear in the summer right through to fall, and it's perfect for this time of year. So let's begin. Okay, now I've pinned my hair back, and I think the first thing that is the most important thing here is that you need to make sure that your skin is as neutral as possible, meaning that you don't want to have a lot of redness going on. So wherever you have any kind of redness or discoloration on your face, you want to take a little bit of time to just give it that extra bit of concealing. The reason why you want to do this is anytime you add a more vibrant color on your face, whether it be your lips, your cheeks, or your eyes, what happens is if your skin has a lot of red in it at that moment, it focuses on all of the red in the skin rather than highlighting. In this case, we want to do the eyes. So take that extra couple of minutes, just apply your foundation and a little bit of concealer properly. Take that extra couple of minutes to make sure that you've got it well set and that it looks good. Today I've used Marc Jacobs. I will list all of my Marc Jacobs foundation. I will list all of my products below as I normally do. So let's begin. The first thing we're going to start with is a concealer. Now I've already gone in and done concealing, but what I want to do now is add concealer on my lids. So you're going to notice I don't often do this, but in this case I want to really have a very clean, almost white base to my lid so that that color that I'm going to be using eyeshadow wise can really pop. So I want no discolorations on my lid either. So I've just used Maybelline Age Rewind. I love it. Inexpensive, really, really good concealer. I'm just going to go in and make sure that it's well blended on my lids. And you can see how that just highlights and makes the top of my lids quite bright, and that's what I'm looking for. Now, if you look at me, you'll notice that I have two different size eyes, which many of us have, and as I've aged, my one hooded eye has gotten worse than my other hooded eye, which is a really big nuisance, but I guess it's part of the deal. So you'll notice that this eye right here has more of a droop to it than this eye does. They both are getting hooded, but this one in particular is a little bit more hooded. So what I want to do when I'm doing this color is focus on making sure they're not going to be absolutely even. It's going to be very difficult, but I want to make it as even as possible. So we're going to start with, and today I'm going to be using one of my palettes from my Pro kit. And I've got several different colors in here. Don't get concerned because I'm not going to be using them all, but I'm going to be using the same brand, and it's a brand called Makeup Geek. It's a very small indie brand that has some very unique eyeshadow colors. The problem with a lot of eyeshadow colors is that, you know, they all kind of look the same after a while, but I do like Makeup Geek. It's a small indie brand from the US, and they do have these unique colors. So today we're going to be going in with this one here, which is called Sorbet. And then we're going to be going in with this one, and that's called Creme Brulee. And then we're going to be ending with this pop of color. This is going to be the one we're using, and it's called Tuscan Sun. I'm going to make sure that I stay all matte with my eyeshadows today. I'm not going with any kind of frost, any kind of sheen. I want this to be a very clean look with a pop of color. So let's begin. I'm going to go in with a flat brush. This is a MAC flat brush. I will make sure that I list it below. And I'm going to go in with Sorbet. So this lighter pinky peach color here. And I'm just going to apply this right to my lid. And you'll see that I'm just dabbing this on because I really want that color to pick up. It's a soft color. This is one way that as we get a little bit older, that we can incorporate colors into our into our makeup, bright colors into our makeup. We take the time and make sure that the textures, so that the matte eyeshadows we're going to be using works well with my skin. I don't have too many wrinkles on my eyes, but again, I have that hooded eye. Both of them are hooded, but this one in particular is a little bit more hooded. I don't want to draw attention to the hood too much. What I want to do is make the eye look open and wide, which is always more youthful. So I'm just going to keep on adding color just to that lid. Okay, I'm not going past my crease at this point. I'm just going to stick right in this little area. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with a blending brush and I'm just going to blend out those edges. This is very, very soft at this point, right? And that's what we want. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with a bit of a fluffier brush. This is another MAC brush. It's a bit fluffier, okay? And I want to add just a little bit of contour, but very slight, into my crease area, just to give it a little more definition. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to use that creme brulee, that color right there. I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of that powder. And I'm just going to go around my crease area here. I'm going to keep my eye open while I do this, so I know exactly where I'm placing that product. I'm going to stay away from this area in here because I've got some fatty tissue that has gotten worse as I've gotten older. I don't really want to make that more pronounced. And I want to just do a light contour, kind of a windshield wiper effect here, or direction that I'm going. Blend that, make it all nice and soft. Okay, like so. Keep looking in the mirror, straight in the mirror, and make sure you have that placed exactly where you want it. It doesn't matter how much hood you have. If your entire lid is completely hooded and it's come down all the way, that doesn't matter either. Stare right in the mirror and place it where you want it, okay? That's all you need to do. Now I'm gonna go in, this is the only tricky part of this look, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with a little tiny detail brush. This actually is a Makeup Geek brush. It's just a definer type brush, I think she calls it. I will list it below as well. We're gonna go in now with Tuscan Sun, the brighter color, okay? I'm gonna start light. I'm not gonna get carried away here because remember, I'm under all these lights right now, so I know everything's gonna be that much more vibrant. So I'm gonna keep it light to start, and we can always build as we go along. I'm going to go in a direction of a sideways V. So I'm gonna take the product, I'm gonna start it here, I'm gonna work it up here and across, like so. And then I'm gonna blend it in, just in a little triangle, okay? I'm gonna close my eyes while I'm doing it. I'm always making sure that I bring that product up and out, up and out. I don't wanna bring my eye naturally wants to turn downwards and I want it to go up. So I'm gonna force that color to go up. I'm gonna add just a little bit more here. Now we've gone this far. I'm gonna take my blending brush again, and I'm going to blend this out and up and a little bit into my crease. Now I'm using, it's an orangey corally color because it's quite on trend right now. If that's not the kind of color you like and you'd rather use a mauve or, oh, I don't know, a blue or turquoise or something like that, this is the area where you add that little bit of color. You can pull this off without looking like you have too much makeup on. Okay, now that we've gone this far, this is where the little bit of tricking the eye into thinking that you don't have a hood comes into play. So when you look straight ahead, you're going to notice that this eye, right, my droopy eye, it comes down. So what I want to do is I want to take a little bit more of that bright color and I want to place it, looking straight ahead, I want to place it exactly where I want it to show when my eye is open. Okay? And then I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to blend that out. Now I'm looking at a mirror here, but the important thing is to always keep Don't, you know, maneuver your eyes, don't open them wide, don't pull, don't do anything like that. Look straight ahead. And sometimes what happens is because you've been manipulating the skin with a brush, the skin, you know, starts to go up and then it slowly drops down again. So much fun getting older. So you need to sometimes give it a second for it to calm down. Look, make sure that the shadow's where you want it to be. You can't stop your eye from hooding, right? But you can control where you put the product. And once you get a hang of this, you know, the first couple of times you do it, it's a little bit tedious, but after that, it's like second nature. You know exactly where to put the product. Now, I've gone in and I have added that base color right on this lid as well. And I've gone in and I've done just a little bit of contouring of my crease with that other color. Now this is the eye that's bigger for me. So I'm gonna take my little detail brush. I'm gonna put a little bit of that Colourful eyeshadow, that Tuscan Sun. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna place it on the side, going out and up, and then into my crease, just a little, and then bring it all together like a sideways triangle. Now, I'm going to open up my eye, I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm going to determine where do I want that product to be placed. It's obviously not going to be exactly like the other eye because this eye does tend to go downwards, but we want to make it as even as we can without going, you know, OCD on it. Okay? And you need to take your time here. You need to make sure that you get the color that you want, that it's placed exactly where you want, and it's just on that outer edge, creating that bit of a feline effect going out and up, which opens up the eye. I think what happens with a lot of ladies is that they tend to think, well, I've got a hooded eye, and I'm going to put all of this color in here, and what it does is it closes up the eye on you. So you need to, although it feels foreign, you need to take a couple of minutes and place that product exactly where you want it. If you don't like it this high, don't put it this high. But this is how you can cheat the eye into thinking, when you have a hooded eye, that the eye's a lot bigger than it is. It's not as saggy as you thought it was. Once you get used to this little tip, this little trick, you're going to be doing it all the time, even with just neutral colors. I've gone in with this eye underneath the brow with that nice soft color, that original color that we used, that sorbet. And I'm just going to dab. I don't want a whole lot here. I just want to, and I don't want it to be frost. I want it to be a matte color that I do up here. I just want to finish off the whole look. Just a little bit of that color. I know a lot of times that you think you have to use a lighter color up there, and that works well, as you know, I don't have a problem with that. I use that quite a bit as well. But sometimes just adding that initial color that you used on the lid and bringing it up underneath the eye, it all works together. Okay. Okay, so we've come to this stage where our eyeshadow is on and we've added that nice bright color. I want to go in with just a dry liner brush, and because it's here, I'm going to use this black. It's a matte black, and I'm going to add just a little bit of that to my liner brush. I want to keep this soft, but I want to give a bit of definition to my eyelash line. We'll start with this one first and just do little tiny strokes right along that lash line. And yeah, I'm pulling my eye just a little bit here because I want to get it right into that lash line. I'm going to go straight across. It's very subtle, but it helps the lashes look longer once we put on our mascara. I'm going to just line my top waterline. Again, that just helps to, for me, I like doing this because it helps the lash line look darker. If you don't like doing this, don't do it. I just think it helps to finish off the look. And that liner is not really visible. It's just adding that little bit of drama at that lash line. Now, you know how much I love to curl my lashes. It's a must-have with this look because I want to open up the eye. Curl those lashes really, really well today. And today is not the day, this kind of look, don't be shy with your mascara, okay? If you happen to wear eyelash extensions, this is also a perfect look for you because you don't really want to be wearing a whole lot of frost on your eye when you have eyelash extensions because it goes directly onto the lash and you're trying to brush it out and it's a really big pain. So this kind of look really works well because you already have those, you always have that darkness right at that root anyway. So if you do happen to have those kind of lashes, it's a perfect look for you, for sure. Okay, so I've added my mascara. I did a good 2 coats of mascara. I added lots of mascara. First of all, I love mascara, and second of all, I really think that this look needs it. I just think that opening up the eye, taking the time to add the color, it just needs a good old mascara coat too, a couple of coats to make it look really good. Now I'm going to take that same Urban Decay eyeliner, Smoke, the color Smoke, and I'm going to just dot underneath my, on my lash line, bottom lash line, just add a couple little dots here. I just want to give a tiny wee bit of definition. Again, it's not really about the liner itself, it's about finishing off the eye. And I'm going to just use my little liner brush here and just blend that out. The one thing I'm not going to do is add any mascara to the bottom lash line. I want to just keep that clean and wide and open. Now, the lip I'm going to go in with is, I'm going to start with a Kevin Aucoin. It's seen its day, this one, but I love it. Kevin Aucoin, a nude lip, and it's in the color medium. He has the most beautiful lip liners, and this has been around for a while for me. And it's just short little strokes I do. If I want to make my lips look a little bigger, this is always, well, there's a couple of different tricks, but this is always the lip liner I gravitate towards. And now I'm just going to take that lip liner, I'm going to apply it all over the lip. And then I'm going to take my Buxom lip cream in White Russian, and I'm going to just apply that on top. Here's your final look. I hope that you found this video interesting and educational. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed and are always so positive and give me the best comments and ask me for the best advice. I'm so grateful. I really do appreciate you all. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Age Perfect Beauty.